And it's Richard from Learn to Line Dance with Richard here. I'm live simultaneously on YouTube and on Facebook. So I'm just going to give it a few minutes to see if anybody jumps on. Whilst we're doing that, let's see if we're actually live. It's all well and good me pressing the button, but if it's not anywhere, then we're in trouble. Let's have a looky. As you hop on, do say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. We are live on, we're live on YouTube. Can I open that? Yeah, let's open that. And let's have a look at Facebook. We are live on Facebook. Apparently 2 people, 3 people watching on Facebook. Good evening, good evening. Drop me a comment. Let me know you're here. Let me know who you are. 2 people on YouTube. Again, drop me a comment. So, this is my second Q&A session. So if you've already seen the first Q&A session, if you joined me live, or if you've watched the catch-up since, it was yesterday morning, I think, yesterday afternoon, something like that. If you've already seen the first Q&A session, you don't need to watch this one, because it's the same session. But I know not everyone's always available in the afternoons on a Saturday, so I thought I'd do a Sunday evening. Probably should have brushed my hair before I went live, but nothing unusual there, let's be absolutely honest. So yeah, this is the same session as yesterday. I'm going to tell you a bit about the membership, what it all includes, how much it is, and then I've got some questions that have been pre-submitted. If you've got questions about anything I say, if you've got questions about the membership, please drop them in the comments. I will get to them hopefully at the end. So I'm going to jump straight in. The membership. You all know me from Learn to Line Dance with Richard, my YouTube channel, which is doing extremely well. I think 16,200 subscribers this month. Amazing. Thank you if you subscribe to my channel. Thank you for being here. We've just hit, 2 days ago, 150,000 watched minutes in the last 28 days. 150,000 watched minutes. That's 2,500 watched hours within a 28-day period. So if you watch my channel, if you watch my videos, if you share my videos, thank you, thank you, thank you. Can't say that enough. So the membership was born on the back of the YouTube channel. I had people that wanted more time with me, which is where the membership came from. Membership is now 2.5 years old, and it's built, the backbone of the membership is built on a weekly live teach session where I teach a beginner and an improver, modern, new, top of the charts, country line dance. So if you're here for intermediate, if you don't like country, you want pop or whatever else, I'm not your person. I'm country, 80% country, not exclusively, but about 80% country in real terms. I'm beginner and I'm improver. I don't go any higher than improver. And I'm top of the charts. I'm dances that are either at the top of the charts or they're going that way and I predict they're going to get to the top. Hopefully you'll have seen the live teach that I did on Wednesday. It was a public live teach. It went out on Facebook and on Zoom. There's a catch up if you need it. I gave away a free bonus teach, an absolute beginner teach of Gary Lafferty's Ziggy. And I also put out there a Blast from the Past session. It was a Blast from the Past session that I'd recorded for my members. It was part of the membership, but I made it public so you can see exactly what we do. You can see the whole membership and the offering before you join. So as well as the weekly live teach, that goes out on a Wednesday evening. I go out at 8:30 p.m, currently GMT or UTC. That very shortly is going to British Summertime, BST, which means, depending where you are in the world, it will go to 7:30 UTC. If you're not around on a Wednesday evening, if you've got classes, family, work, or anything else, everything I do in the membership, you get as a catch-up. So if you can't join me Wednesday night, then you can watch the catch-up. Or you could just cherry pick the dances you want to do. You don't have to learn every dance that I teach. You might want to learn the dances that they're doing in your classes. Or you might want to do the dances that you see out on the dance floor. Or you might want to do the dances you like the look of. There's no right or wrong. You can use the membership however you see fit. So backbone is the live teach each Wednesday. I do 48 weeks out of 52. I do reserve 4 weeks off for Christmas and holidays. I do a 6 weekly Blast from the Past session. So like you saw, Every 6 weeks, there's a blast from the past, usually 4 dances. We start easy and we work up as we go. Every 6 weeks, we also do a revision night. The members vote on their favourite dances from the last 6 weeks, and I will revise the top 2 beginner and the top 2 improver. Quick one will go, quick reminder, and then we dance it with the music. On top of all of that, we do a Zoom chit chat. Once a month, we'll get together on a Friday night and we just chat about dancing, about what I've been teaching, about what I've not been teaching, what people are doing out there on the dance floor, and anything really, anything line dance related, but also anything. The conversation goes off in some weird tangents, but that's fine, nothing wrong with that. Again, if you can't join us in catch up, I do record it and that is available for 30 days for you to watch. Yeah. Oh, and then the big thing that I always forget. I do all the live stuff and I forget the back catalogue. So we've been going 2.5 years. 2.5 years. I think we've just done Live Teach 114, I think. There are over 360 dances in our back catalogue. And as a member joining now today or this week, you get that back catalogue. I'm not expecting you to start at the beginning and go all the way through it. But again, you can cherry pick the dances you want to do. Maybe the dances you do in class, maybe the dances you see out on the dance floor, maybe they're just dances you know of and you like and you want to learn. But there's a total of 360 dances. As well as all that, I send out some bonuses. So I'm off to Eastbourne to teach my weekender. It's my weekender, my first weekender in about 7 years. I'm teaching and running a weekender down in Bournemouth. And 3 of the dances I'm teaching over the weekend, I haven't done to the membership. I've got some members coming, so I want them to learn some new stuff. So I've recorded those dances and they will go out at some stage over the weekend as an Eastbourne bonus, 3 extra dances. And people can choose to do them or not do them. And I have to say, I think I made a small mistake because one of those bonuses is Ziggy. So I actually gave that away publicly before I gave it to the members. And that was a small mistake. I sort of forgot, if I'm honest. But don't worry, members, you can have it next weekend. It's all okay. These things happen. So yeah, so there's various bonuses in there as well for various different, any reason I can find to do a bonus, there's a bonus. Even if we sometimes have a week off, I'll do a holiday bonus or a Christmas bonus. There's lots of bonuses. I like to give extra. So that is the backbone of the membership. So who is it for? I say, and I'm reading this off my website, I help line dancers who want to build their experience, learn top of charting country line dances, and stay active to keep learning, dancing and connecting online no matter where they are. So it could be you go to lessons. Now, my first and foremost, if anybody says to me, where can I learn to line dance? Go find yourself lessons. There's a lot of new absolute beginner lessons cropping up. There are a lot of classes out there, which is brilliant. Go and find a dance floor. Line dancing, in its simplest term, is dancing in a line. So to do that, you need to be with people. So I would always say, I run an online membership, I run a YouTube channel, but I would still say, go and find a class. That is your first and foremost. If you can't find a class, or if the classes aren't on the right times and days for you, or if you don't connect with the instructors, it could be you've been to a class and you just didn't get on well there, personality clash, or you just didn't like the way they teach, then the membership might be for you. Or maybe you go to 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4 classes a week. 4 classes a week. I've got members that do 4 classes a week. You might still want more. You might want to be practicing on those off days. You might want to be learning something in class and then coming back to me and revising it. So it could be you just want more practice. The membership was born out of the YouTube channel, and I'll be absolutely honest. Everything I do in the membership, more or less, there's a very small exception, but it really is a small exception that I hardly need to mention. More or less everything I do in the membership, definitely all the teachers, end up on YouTube. I give them away for free. But first of all, there's a 6-week lag. So this week for the live teach, the public live teach, I taught Role Model and Do-Si-Do. At the moment, last time I checked Copper Knob this morning, they were Role Model number 1, Do-Si-Do number 2. Top of the charts, the top of the charts. They won't hit my YouTube channel for 6 weeks, at least 6 weeks. Sometimes it's more like 8 weeks. Because I give my members priority. The members get those teachers first. But more so, they get the live version. They get the raw, unedited me teaching. So you get the live teach session, which is the 45 minutes to an hour from a Wednesday night. So some of my members will sit down on Wednesday night and do it live, stand up and do it live. Some of them will do it Thursday morning. Some of them will do it over the weekend in catch up. Some of them won't want to join the live session, but they might decide to learn one or other or both of those dances, but they'll use the live teach versions of those dances. So all the waffle gets cut, all the intro blurb, all me telling you what's going on, all the little bit of waffle in the middle or checking the comments, and all the checking the comments and talk at the end. I cut all that out, and I then break that session, that Wednesday evening session, into 2 videos. Live teach for role model, live teach for do side do. So you get 1 video per dance. All my mistakes, if I go wrong, if I have to restart the music, if I say something silly, you get all of that because it's live recorded. You get no adverts, and you get 1 video. On YouTube, it's split into 3. Because of copyright, I have to split all my videos into 3. So you get the teach, then you have to go and find the dance through with verbal instructions, then you have to go and find the freestyle dance through when you're ready for it. 3 videos. The members get the whole lot in 1 video per dance. And every dance in the back catalogue is that 1 video, unedited, whole thing, start to finish, no adverts ever. That's the value of the membership. But the membership is more than just videos. It's more than me just teaching. It's a community. We have an amazing community, amazing group of members that interact, talk to each other, chat like they're best friends, encourage each other, support each other. It really is an amazing community, and I love each and every one of them. They allow me to do what I do. They pay me to do what I do, and I love them for that. But they are an amazing group of people. When I started the membership 2.5 years ago, I didn't have a back catalogue. I didn't really have an idea of what we were doing other than I'm going to go live and teach 2 dances once a week. And I had, just got to check my wall, hang on, 36 founding members joined me 2.5 years ago. Out of those 36 founding members, 33 of them, I've had to go and check this last night, 33 of them are still in the membership. My OG. They've been here for 2.5 years. Obviously, we've grown. We've got more members in here now. I've lost track of how many members we've got here and now. I think we're possibly up to about 85. But that reminds me, I do need to welcome 2 new members. So the membership doors are open. They open on Thursday, and we welcomed in, I think, 16 members the first 2 days, which was amazing. I have already shouted at those people out. But today, 2 new members have joined us. So I need to say hello and welcome to Nina and Sheila. So really pleased you're here, ladies. Really pleased you've bit the bullet, jumped over the fence and joined us. I'm sure you'll have great fun. Hopefully you'll get lots of value and lots of enjoyment from the membership. So, all that membership, everything I've talked about, all the live teachers, all the bonuses, all the revision session, blast from the past, the back catalogue, which is huge, you get for £14.50 a month. £14.50 a month, which is less than a weekly class. And it's designed that way. And also, if you join, when you join, your rate is grandfathered. That is your rate for life. As long as you're as long as you're a member in good standing, you will only ever pay that rate. If you leave and come back a couple of years later or a year later, which people do, you pay the new rate. But for as long as you stay a member, as long as you keep up your monthly subscription, that is your rate. Now, here and now, I don't know. My members tell me it's extremely good value for money, considering there's 360 dances in the back catalogue and growing every single week and month. I'm thinking maybe when I open the doors again in September, that price should go up. I don't know. I'm still 50-50, but all I can say now is I'm guaranteeing it £14.50 for the lifetime of your membership. It might go up next time. We'll see. So, again, I'm going to read off my membership if I can find the bit I want. So, people that might want to join, you might be thinking, I wished I had more chance to dance. I forget the steps as soon as I try them. I don't feel confident joining classes yet. I can't find classes. I miss dancing. So, the membership can solve that problem for you. You can dance every week at a schedule to fit around you. You can follow the routines and feel more confident. And also, I think learning at home on your own is a bit of a skill on its own. If you're at home, you've got no one to rely on. You've got no one to watch other than me on the TV. So you've got to kind of think for yourself and learn the dance. You'll be able to learn modern, up-to-date modern country music dances. And you can feel part of a fun, supportive community. That is the membership. Let me have a drink because I forget to drink. No coffee. It's unusual. I've recorded about 3 podcasts today and done two other Zoom meetings and sessions. So yeah, I've drunk a lot of coffee today. I thought I'd best not this late at night. So, questions and answers. I'm going to check. I don't think I've had any questions, if I'm honest. I'm not sure how many people are watching. I haven't seen any comments flash up, but let me just have a quick look and see. There's a comment there, but that might be me. If you'll let me look at it. No, you're not going to. Oh, yep, that's me. So if you've got a question, if you've got anything to ask, now's a good time. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Press the wrong button. Just refresh my browser and didn't want to do that. Okay, no, as far as I can see, I don't have any comments yet, but do leave me a comment. Do let me know you're here, and if you've got a question, to ask it. So, just reload what I just cancelled. There we are. So again, I have already answered these questions. So if you've already watched the first Q&A session, you don't really need to hear the answers again. But I'm going to run through them because I've got some people watching. I don't know who you are or where you are, but there's a few people watching. And you might be watching in catch up. You may not have seen the first video. So, love the first question. Lee asked, how much coffee do you drink? I've always got a coffee. Whenever I do a Zoom, whenever I do a training session for my instructor hub, whenever I record a podcast, I've always got a coffee in hand. It's quite often the same coffee, and it's quite often cold. But in real terms, I don't drink any more than 3 a day. Usually 2. Oh, Brenda's watching. Good afternoon, Brenda. Good evening, Brenda. Yeah, usually 2, sometimes 3, on the odd occasion 4, but not very often. Like I say, at 9 o'clock at night, I thought I'd go for something not coffee based, but I do like my coffee. Helen asked, good question, what is a freestyle video? So I often talk about freestyle videos, and it's a little bit of my in language, if you like. A freestyle dance through, in my mind, is just when you put the music on and people dance. So if you go to a disco, if you go to a social, that's a freestyle dance through. You just dance it, you're not taught it, the instructor's not calling it. That's the same for my videos. So my freestyle is you've learnt the dance, you've done the dance with the verbal instructions a couple of times potentially, and once you're happy with it and confident, then you can go for the freestyle demo dance through. I still count you in, I still call the restarts because we're still learning, but that is my freestyle demo video. And like I say, all my videos on YouTube are split into 3, but in the membership you get the whole lot in one go. Bridget asked, day and time of live teachers and length. So I've already said day and time. Wednesday evening, currently 8:30 p.m. GMT. I always go live 5 minutes before that just to get people in the room and we can have a bit of a chit chat. I just try to start teaching at 8:30 p.m. Currently GMT. At the end of March, here in the UK, we go back to British summertime. So that will slightly change if